Everybody, what's going on? It's your boy Kayak and Vet here. I want to explain to you guys, this is my first video. This is for my 2020 fishing season. I'm going to go over my budget kayak trailer build, and then in my videos farther on, we're going to go over my kayak. I'm going to do some reel reviews. If you guys follow me on my Instagram, Kayak and Vet, I'm going to do some giveaways. I got a nice rod and reel combo. Big giveaway. For 2020 season, I decided that I will be traveling a lot for tournaments, and I wanted to build a trailer that suited my needs. I was tired of dealing with a pop-up tent and just throwing the kayak in the bed of my truck. I wanted to be able to have everything I needed on my trailer, hook up to it, and go. I got on Facebook Marketplace, Craigslist, searched around. A lot of guys build jet ski trailers, take them, turn them into kayak trailers. What I found was a 5x8 utility trailer. The gentleman had a title with it, and it was 150 bucks. Well, for 150 bucks, I was like, I can build a trailer. So I took the 5x8 trailer. As you can see, when I bought it, it had the wood decking on it. That was it. It had 8-inch golf cart tires, so I upgraded to the 12-inch tire. I got rid of the sideboards that was on it, and I started to build my kayak mount, and it's all built out of 2x4s. You got cross beams with my 3-inch PVC pipe to secure the kayak in place. I used AA Products Incorporated. They're truck bed uprights, and what I did was I inverted them, and they are mounted to the 2x4 frame that the kayak is on. All right, once I got that done, it was time to purchase my tent, my rooftop tent, and I went with a Tuff Overland Delta tent. It's 96 inches wide and about 96 inches long and about 52 inches wide. So when it folds out, it is completely fine for me. My wife's been in it with me, and my 2 kids as well. So between the 4 of us, we had enough room. I went ahead and purchased the awning that comes with it. A lot of my tournaments, I'll be fishing on a Friday, pre-fishing on a Friday, and then Saturday will be tournament day, so I'll be spending the night in a lot of places. The awning gives me the opportunity to have a shaded area to sit and cook dinner, or get my rod and reels ready for the next day, to be able to get out all my gear and get it set up and ready for the next morning. Look at maps. I do a lot of mapping, paper maps, Google, and even just taking pictures. While I'm on the water, I'm taking pictures to try figuring out what has been my best places and my most productive places. So the awning allows me to have that covered area, be in the shade or whatever, and be able to be productive to get ready for the next day as far as fishing goes. I did go with a 4-inch rod tube. The reason I went with 4-inch was, in my area, if you're doing 6-inch, everything is, or 8-inch, you have to order it all, and shipping was just ridiculous. I went to my local Menards. They had the 6-inch pipe, the end caps. I was able to mount them. I used just regular hose clamps, mounted them to the side of the AA Products uprights. It is a good trailer. It's a good little trailer. It's sturdy. The only issue I've saw with it is storage space. I don't have anywhere to mount my cooler, my little grill that I take with me when I'm going camping. So everything I have to do goes in the bed of the truck. I do have a battery pack with solar panels. I run the solar panels to charge the battery. The battery charges all of my phone. I use it to run my LED lights inside the tent and also on the trailer. The trailer itself is sturdy. It's reliable. No major issues so far this year. The only thing that I haven't done to the trailer yet, and I'll show you guys, is back here in the rear. I do have a little bit of overhang, as you can see. So I'm going to take a piece of pipe and run up to help support the rear of the kayak. And then in the stake pockets, I'm going to run 2x2 square tubing or 2x4 square tubing down, and it'll function as stabilizer jacks. On my rod tubes, they're twist off caps. You twist them off and all your rods are in there. They're stored, they're secure, they're safe. I can fit 4 bait casting rods in a tube and a spinning rod. And this side, I keep mainly my spinning rods. I got 2 spinning rods in here and 2 more bait casters. It's safe, it's secure, they last. On my uprights, AA Products Incorporated has a crossbars, and I decided that I wanted my tent to fold off the rear. So my tent, once it's laid out, the secondary base is here, and my ladder folds down, and it puts my ladder about right here. It gives me the opportunity that I can leave the kayak on the trailer, and my tent folds out, but it also gives me additional shade if I'm working on the back of the kayak. I didn't want it opening to the side, and the reason for that was it depends on where I'm at. If I'm in a campsite, opening to the side is fine, but if I'm pulled over on the side of the road, opening it to the side can be a pain in a parking spot. I used the uprights, and I had to modify the tent a little bit. The brackets that come with it are amazing, but the bolts just wasn't long enough to go around the 1.5-inch tubing for your crossbars. This tent's not made to go on this trailer. This tent is made to go on top of an SUV or a pickup truck that has crossbars or a bed rack. I wanted everything in one place. I wanted to be able to hook up to my trailer and go, not have to. All right, so on my 2x2, my 2x4 frame, this trailer had stake pockets along the sides. So I did a 2x4 upright, and then I tied in 2 more 2x4s across the bottom. I put the angle piece in for support, and then my 4-inch PVC pipe is secured to my cross beams. And 2 reasons I did it with the angle supports was it helps support the weight of the kayak so that my cross beams don't flex and start to sag over time. And then also it gave me additional support for my uprights. My uprights are secured on the inside. They've got lag bolts going down, and then also a threaded bolt that comes in with a nut on the inside just to help secure them. It's not going anywhere. I've put a few miles on it, nothing crazy. In the corners, I put eye bolts that are threaded, and I use them. Those are my secure points for the kayak. Other than that, it was simple. I mean, total between the tent, the awning, the rod tubes, and purchasing the trailer for 100 to 150 bucks, I don't remember for sure, with a title, I'm right at $1,000 in this kayak trailer, and it has everything I need. I don't have to worry about forgetting something at home because it's all right here. It's all secured right here. I got the Tuff Stuff Overland Delta tent. It was right before Christmas. It was a Black Friday sale, I think, and it was right at $800, and it came with free shipping. And then it had 3 different options. You could get like the electric accessory pack that had the LED lights on the inside. You could get an off-roading package that had like your jack, came with a little manual winch, but I chose to go with the awning. as my additional option. I'll go more in detail. I'll do another video more in detail on the tent once I get it opened up, and it's a little windy today, so I really don't want to mess with getting it all set up today, because I'm just doing a video on the trailer. One thing I do suggest, instead of getting the threaded pipe ends like I did and with the screw caps, is get on Amazon, and I think it's like 60 bucks. They've got the contractor conduit end caps that are locking. They're metal, they screw on. For me, I have to drill holes in the bottom through my cap and through the PVC threaded part to put an actual padlock on it. So that's one thing I would do different, is I'd get the end caps. My rod tubes are 8 foot long. And I took just some styrofoam padding and put in the end to help protect my rod tips. One thing I use, you guys can see inside of the rod tube itself, is I use rod covers, and then also your reel cover, just to help secure it, keep it a little bit more protected, because it's going to bounce around. You hit potholes, you hit bumps, this, that, whatever, your rod is going to bounce around and flop around on the inside of there. The covers I use, TRC covers, they're great. They last long. The tip of them actually has a foam insert that helps protect, and then the nylon is actually really tight weave, so you don't have to worry about an eyelet poking through. I mean, I'm trying to force it through and it won't come through. And then they got the solid plastic on the bottom that just helps. I mean, they're smooth on, smooth off. You can't beat them. And then just your reel covers, whatever you can get. TRC makes reel covers as well. I've been very happy with them. So just, I mean, you hate to get to your spot, go to pull your rods out to go fishing, and you've got a tip broke off, or you go to pull a rod out and the 3 other that are in your tube are all tangled together. It just makes it a pain. So I use rod covers on mine. It makes it a lot easier. It's a faster process. TRC makes the actual lure covers as well. You can see it here. Protects it from snagging on anything else or any other baits. So, yep, that's my trailer build for 2020. Just keep watching. There'll be another video. I'll post it up. This is the first decent day we've had in Indiana. It was 55 degrees on my way here, so I had to get out and do some videos. I will link up all the links for the tent, the awning. I will link up the conduit contractor end tubes that's got the padlocks on it, and then also the AA Products uprights that are made for a truck bed. When I bought mine, I bought the full roof rack, and I bought it with the idea of, on the front side it has an overhang, and I was like, well, that'll work. I can put my cooler up there, mount my solar panels, stuff like that. I just haven't put it on the trailer yet. It's sitting in the garage. So yeah, this is my 2020 kayak trailer build. So far it's working out great. I don't have any complaints with it. Just a few little things here and there that I need to change, that when I was building I didn't think about until I got it loaded and put it on the road and put it to use. Nothing's ever finished, you guys know that. So if you guys like the video, subscribe, hit that bell down there, get you a little notification anytime I post videos. This is just the beginning. I'm going to go through my kayak, why I set my kayak up the way it is, all my reels, what reels I'm using, why I'm using them, and then I've got a lot of different soft plastics, a lot of different lures that are local and custom made that I'm going to do reviews on, so you guys can see them. Look in the description down there. I'll have all the links for all this stuff. I appreciate you guys watching. We'll see you on the next video.